The Engrossment Rules Resolution and Credentials Committee meeting is called to order. Would you please call the roll?
Alderman Balmer, Alderwoman Howard,
Present.
Alderman Ornowitz,
Madam Chairman, present. Madam Clerk.
Okay.
Alderwoman Green, Alderman Odenberg,
Here.
Chairwoman Tyus.
Present.
4 present, you have quorum.
I am going to excuse all aldermen. I want to thank this committee. Sorry again. We are trying to clean up something that was not our fault. We did a good job Tuesday. We got everything out of here, but we sometimes have to work with other people to help them along with their bills and with the president's office. So that's why we're having this meeting. We're going to Board Bills 49 and what's the other one? Board Bill 51 are pretty easy. There's going to be a problem with Board Bill 50, a floor substitute, and we'll go over that afterwards. So we're going to start
that
with,
till last?
yes.
Okay, thank you, Madam.
Yes. We're going to start with Board Bill 49, which is a bill sponsored by Alderman Moore, which is just an ordinance authorizing the honorary street name of Johnny B. Fur Way over in the 4th Ward. I've asked that you look over the board bills. If you don't find any problems, I'd entertain.
Madam Chair, having read through Board Bill 49 previously, I found no reason or any discrepancies in it, and I make a motion that we pass it out of committee with a
Do pass
due
recommendation.
pass recommendation.
Second.
Previous roll.
Is there omissions?
Previous
No
roll.
objections.
Any objection to previous roll? Okay, Board Bill 49 is passed out of committee with a due pass recommendation. The next one is Board Bill 51, one of our esteemed colleagues on this board, on this committee. Board Bill 51 is a board bill sponsored by Alderwoman Carol Howard. It's a ordinance directing the Fire Commission to enter into a grant with the U.S. Department of Homeland Security Federal Emergency Management Assistance to Firefighters Grant to fund the Cancer Prevention Initiative. Okay, that's a long thing. I'd ask the committee to take a minute to look at it. I've already read it. I didn't find any problems with it. Give everyone on the committee who maybe didn't have a chance to look at it, a chance to glance through it, and then we'll entertain a motion to pass Board Bill 51 out with a due pass recommendation. But just give us a few minutes for any alderperson who didn't have a time to go over it.
Did we ever get anyone on the titling of these?
Mm-hmm. We actually are gonna start that after July. I'm giving
Okay.
them, so since we are changing, kinda just doing a step at a time, but I already told them that starting in July, that we must have
When we
titles.
come
We had a
back.
meeting in personnel yesterday and we
When we
discussed
come
that.
back
Yes,
off the break.
exactly.
Good. Okay.
We're gonna also change another thing, but people thought that even us having this meeting, that we were doing something wrong, when in fact we were just trying to get back to where it used to be done in the first place, so. Give them a little chance to get used to change.
Madam Chair, I'd like to draw people's attention to all the attachments that.
Yes, our committee
Detail
member, our committee member has done a very good job to make sure that we have attachments. We're not going to accept board bills without attachments anymore after, when we come back from break. And in fact, I'm gonna put out a letter to all the alder people and as sponsors and the committee chairs saying, look, don't send this over to us. It should be in the form that we can go through it pretty quick. Also, we will be requesting, if somebody has a blank like we had with the original bill, that they give us an estimate of what it should be, and then they can note that this is an estimate, but we need to have some kind of form of what you're doing, not just a blank sheet of paper that says incorporated by reference.
Okay.
And if they need to, they can come to our committee and explain what they're doing.
So, Madam Chairman, after previously reading Board Bill number 51 this morning, seems that everything's in order, and I'd like to make a motion at this time to pass Board Bill 51 out of committee with a due pass recommendation.
Second, previous roll.
Being there's been a motion and a second, and I call for previous roll. Is there any objection to previous roll?
Objection.
Then there's no objection to Board Bill 51. Okay.
I got here early, so I started.
Okay, so, being there's no objection, Board Bill 51 is passed out with a due pass recommendation. Now, Board Bill 50. Normally we go through it, we have the exhibits, which the Alderwoman from the from the 14th had asked for. But we do have a hitch with this one. The sponsor asked the city councilor for a legal opinion. Myself and, Alderwoman from the 8th had told him, which I had told him 2 years
Sponsor
ago.
requested the?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, that's why you will see it's to Alderman Boyd, the letter.
Right.
Okay, and so we, a couple of years ago, we've had this ongoing discussion about what you can put on appropriation bills. And so this charter is very clear about you cannot add other things to appropriation bills. So the, language that he added to the floor substitute, if you look at page, 2, third paragraph, it says, in my view, the language that you have added would render the ordinance
Right.
proposed by this bill invalid. So, that puts us in the category of what do, okay? We go over to make sure everything is right with the bill, but one of the things we cannot ignore is when our city
Referencing the floor substitute here?
yes, that's the language he had added, the floor substitute.
Okay. Just wanna make sure I'm gonna read the whole.
Okay, here, you can, here's the floor substitute. It was underlined, so you can see the language he added. He added on page 4, lines 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Got it.
And the charter does not let you add additional things to appropriation bill. You can, if you wanna do something separate, you can, it cannot be on the appropriation bill. And that's not the floor substitute that actually came out of committee. I mean, that's not the committee substitute. He added that on the floor.
Right, last week.
Right. That's not me, that's somebody else, okay?
So this passed perfection though, did it not, Madam Chair?
It passed perfection,
Okay.
but Alderwoman Rice and I had told him that it was not legal. The sponsor then said he would seek a legal opinion.
Okay.
He did. He didn't get what he wanted. He got just what we did. In fact, a year or 2 years ago, I gave him the same opinion. He stripped it out and separated it. It's not that it can't be done. It cannot be done on an
This way.
appropriation bill.
Right.
So my problem with this is that we cannot recommend to pass this out after the city councilor with a due pass.
Well, that was my question. What's our course of action?
That's what I was getting to.
Relying basically on this opinion?
Wait. Yes. Yes, because it's, yeah, right. It is he asked for it. So to me, we have to pass it out with a do not pass recommendation, and he has the option then on the floor to suspend the rules, take it back down to
Right.
perfection again. Yes, this is how you do it. I'm gonna give you the steps.
Change it,
And then strip the floor substitute, and then it becomes a floor substitute as amended. He goes back to his original committee substitute, and then he can pass it. It will have to come back here. I know you're trying to follow.
But,
Yes.
Mr. Bush recommends that he take it to the Board of E&A.
That's a different part, okay?
After
This,
separate.
after we separated it, he still recommends it still, then he would still have to put it, wait for it to be finally passed with E&A as according to the lawyer.
And this should be done by July 1st.
Yes. Or maybe we might be able to get it done a little sooner, but yes. He did this, last time he listened, but this time he didn't want to, but he got the same answer. I don't believe the mayor is gonna be signing a bill where our city councilor says it's not legal.
Well, I make a motion, we pass it out with a do not pass recommendation.
Okay, and what I wanna do if we do that is I'm gonna get up on the floor and make a announcement, because the chairs can do that, and we talked about that. I wanna make a report about what happened with this. We're not trying to stop his bill or anything like that, we're just I don't think it's,
And he can still get it passed out on time.
and he can
By
strip,
moving it up on the calendar.
he can suspend it, right then, he can take it off, and, he can, suspend the rules, have it moved back to perfection, so let's go through it, so.
Yeah,
we are all-
procedurally, one more time for
Right.
me, please.
Right.
Move back to perfection.
Move back to perfection.
When he moves it back to perfection, then he would do a floor substitute as amended, which he would strip it really back down to what the committee substitute was in the first place.
Yep.
When he does that, then it will get, if he does that, he can do it on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
Then comes back to us for engrossment. We
Is he
can-
here?
He'll be here for a meeting, I'm sure.
No, but I'm saying, maybe we need to talk to him now before
Okay.
the meeting.
Okay,
You want
he
me to
got,
go
you
check?
can go see, but he got the letter. He knows, okay?
I know, but
Oh,
he
yeah, you can go.
doesn't, he doesn't,
Right.
maybe he may not understand the
Okay,
procedure.
yeah, no problem. You can go
Let me
see,
go see
get it.
Because I think that'd be a good idea rather than
Nah, I
getting
don't
out
have a
there.
problem with that.
Yeah.
I'm glad he asked for the opinion.
Look, if I can understand it, Jeffrey can understand.
Treasurer's office in motion now. Is he there? Do you see his car? He knew this from last year. Did the same thing. And he did take advice last year.
Yeah, his truck's there. He's here.
Okay.
Oh, but he's under the due side, Frank, I think.
So does the treasurer's office understand what we're doing, what we're gonna do? We're gonna pass it out with a do not pass recommendation. And I'm gonna make a report that we got this from the city council saying it's not legal. And we wanna give him a chance to strip that language from
I
the,
can't find him right yet, but I've got the best people on it.
he's got about, he's got like a minute or two. And then we're gonna just have to do our business and then I'll tell him, I'll talk with him.
I was just,
And then, I'm just explaining to them, so then he would have to strip the floor substitute right then and there. He can do it if he wants. If he
so
doesn't
what
want
would you
to,
take out of this?
wait a minute. If he doesn't want to, he can, hold on just a minute, he can, it's his bill, he can do what he wants. He would take out of it,
I see,
that is underlined on page
on
4.
page 4, the,
Right, exactly. That would go, take it right back to the committee substitute.
So
If he does,
basically, the original bill.
not the original, because they changed it.
Right.
It's a committee substitute.
Yeah, it's
Right, okay, and then he can perfect it on the floor, send it back to engrossment. If that's what he chooses to do, he is the sponsor of the bill, so you will need to speak with him about what he does. Okay, we didn't find him, we need to get our business done. So, we had a motion to pass out
Board Bill 50.
with a do not pass recommendation, with an explanation, okay, can we add that?
With an explanation to the sponsor.
And to the
Full board.
full board.
Let me ask can I ask a question? Does it need to be handled procedurally through this committee? Can't the sponsor, based on the read of this opinion, just vote to reconsider, on the floor?
He can,
Change
but this committee, when we put our stamp on, say everything is right, okay?
Right.
We've gone through everything, everything is not right when the city councilor sends me something saying it's not legal, okay?
Right. Well, it's a matter of opinion, right?
Well, that's yours,
A
okay?
legal
Yeah.
opinion.
But it's a legal opinion that he sought, it's also 2 other lawyers,
Well, this
and
is a
it,
letter. I don't know if it rises to the level of an actual opinion.
okay? That's what it is. His
I'm
opinion.
not, I'm just.
No,
I'm-
I hear what you're saying. In that case, what he gave you in the letter about Kim is not, the only really truly legal opinions when you ask for a city council legal opinion and he puts one out as per, and then they use it
Yeah.
for citation, but this is
Most times
something,
he's just writing a letter.
right.
Okay.
Any other questions?
No.
The motion, is there a second?
Second.
Okay, we have a motion, and a second that we pass Board Bill 50, floor substitute out with a do not pass recommendation with an explanation from the chair to the full members of the board as to why we are doing this. Is there,
Previous row?
Previous.
Objection.
okay, Madam Chair, call the roll.
Alderman Vollmer, Alderwoman Howard,
Aye.
Alderman Ornowitz,
Aye.
Alderwoman Green, Alderman Oldenburg,
Present.
Chairwoman Tyus.
Aye.
3 aye votes and 1 present.
By your vote, we've, passed Board Bill 50 for substitute out with a do not pass recommendation along with an, explanation to the full board as to why we're doing it. Okay, anybody else got any other questions? If not, I'd entertain a motion to,
President, hey.
I'd entertain a motion that we adjourn.
Second.